Hello guys, welcome to this new video, and we are going to continue this mini series for the big campus. And if you didn't see the video before, which is big campus part 1, and what we did was we configured some VLANs, right? We did some security, a little bit of security measures. We also added a access list, so we can only allow the IT guy to have access via telnet. So none of these computers have access to telnet over here. Okay, so, and we also created a router on a stick. So this is the router doing inter-VLAN routing with sub interfaces, right, for VLAN 10 and 20 and also VLAN 99. And the native VLAN for this, for both topologies, are VLAN 1. Okay, so in this video, what I want to do some, we're not really going to use EIGRP, all right. What we're going to do is some BGP configuration, some P2P, all right, point to point. We're going to add all these IP addresses, and then we're going to finish with the tunnel, all right. And first, before I start that, I want to do a little bit of configuration on this switch, right, on the switches. And the password I remember was admin pass. Yep, so it is admin pass for the enable password. So I want to go to config T, and I want to go to interface fast Ethernet 1 to 3, or not 1 to 3, 1 through 6. We gotta do range. I always forget to do range. Here we go. And what I want to do, I want to enable some spanning tree protocol, which is PortFast, right? And what PortFast does is that it actually, you know, when the computer goes, when the interface goes down and then you put it back on, it takes a couple seconds to come back up. What PortFast does is that it makes this link go up as soon as possible. So this is good for DHCP. If you want your computer to get an IP address as soon as possible, you should enable PortFast. And the other one that I want to do is BPDUGuard enable. And what this does is that if anybody tries to connect another switch to any of these ports, the interface is going to go down. Okay, because I don't want any switch to be connected to an interface from 1 through 6. They all assign, they all need to be only computers connected to these interfaces. Okay, and let's also do that for interface 20, which is the one for the IT guy. I don't want the IT guy playing around either. So let's do PortFast and then enable BPDUGuard. Let's do the same over here. Enable, the password is admin pass, config T, interface range fast Ethernet 1 through 6, and also fast Ethernet 20. And there we go, we did the same for that. So that's going to protect us from having any other computer or any interface to, so this, what this is going to do is just not allow anybody to plug in another switch. Okay, so they don't, because they could actually hack or switch by doing that. You know, they can create other VLANs, make that switch a server, and create VLANs and destroy our network. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. So now let's go ahead and configure the router, and let's start by configuring the IP addresses. Okay, admin pass, config T, and let's go to interface gear 00. right? Oops, it's not 00, it's 01. Or interface, right? Interface gigabit 01. And I want to configure that IP address, which is 10.1.1.1/30, which is subnet mask of 255.255.252. No shutdown. Okay, so this is good. Let's actually give it a host name. I forgot to give it a host name on the video before. So R1 for that. Great. Now let's go ahead to this other router. Enable config G. Let's give it a host name of ISP1. ISP1. Okay. And from here, what we want to do is configure that interface. Gigabit 01. IP address 10.1.1.2/30. Now shut down. Now let's see if we are able to ping 10.1.1.1. And you can see we are able to ping this router. So we have connectivity over here. So that's great. And now let's go ahead and configure the 0 interface. Interface 0300 or 030. IP address for that 10.1.1.5 255.255.252. Now shut down. We are not going to do clocking because there's not the interface. There's not a DCE interface. The DCE interface is on ISP3. And what we want to do after that, let's go ahead and configure P2P. And to configure P2P using CHAP, we have to create this username, ISP3, password, Cisco. And that's going to be the password and the username that we're going to use to authenticate this this router over here. Okay. Now let's go back to this interface. Let's configure encapsulation P2P, P2P or PPP authentication. We're going to use CHAP. All right. So now let's go ahead to this ISP. Enable config T. And let's go to 0 interface. Interface 030. IP address 10.1.1 10.1.1.6/30, which is 252. Now shut down. Let's see if we're able to ping 10.1.1.5. And you can see we're not able to ping this interface because we're not authenticating. And since we're not authenticating because we're using P2P, point-to-point over here, we want to use also point-to-point over here. Okay. But first, let's configure the clock rate to be 64,000. And then let's go exit. Let's create a username, ISP1, which is this router over here. The password is going to be Cisco. I believe that's the same password that I put over here. Cisco. Great. After that, let's go back to 0 interface 030. Let's shut it down. Encapsulation point-to-point and point-to-point authentication using CHAP. Let's do a door shutdown now. And let's give it a second to see if we can authenticate. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Let's see, ISP1, password Cisco. It has not authenticated yet. Let's see over here. ISP3. Okay, we forgot to give it a host name, ISP3. And now this interface should come up. There it is. Now it's up. Now we should be able to do ping 10.1.1.5. There we go. Now we're able to ping this interface because we are authenticating. Okay, now let's go ahead to ISP1 and let's configure BGP or Border Gateway Protocol. We can do this by doing router BGP, and the autonomous system that we're going to use is 11.11. And from here, we have to do is, let's see, our neighbor, which is 10.1.1.6 with the autonomous system or remote autonomous system is going to be 12.12. Okay, which is going to be this one over here that we have not configured yet. Now let's configure a network, and the network that we want to add is going to be 10.1.1.0 mask 255.255.255.252, which is this one over here. And let's add the other one, 4, which is this one over here. Okay, so we have added these two networks over here. Now let's go ahead and configure the same over here, router BGP, autonomous system 12.12, which is this one for ISP3, or neighbor is going to be 10.1.1.5. remote autonomous system for that is going to be 11.11. Okay, you can see that it came up. Now we need to add the network, 10.1.1.4 mask 255.255.255.252. And did I add this correctly over here? Yep, 252. Okay, so that's good. Now let's also add the other one, which is 8, and it's going to be this network over here. We also need to add another network, which is 8.8.8.0 mask 255.255.255.252. Oh, nope. Let's negate that. Now it's not going to be 252, it's going to be 255.255.0 because it's a /24 for this network over here. And now from here, let's go ahead and configure gigabit 01 for an IP address of 8.8.8.1 255.255.0. And now from this router, I should be able to do ping 8.8.8.1. We're not able to ping 8.8.8.1, and that's because this interface is shut down. Let's not shut down. Let's try to ping it again. There we go. We're able to ping that interface. Let's see if we are able. This interface is still doing its spanning tree. Let's fast forward, and from this router ISP1, let's try to do ping 8.8.8, which is the DNS. Start to ping .9, which is the TACA server. .10, which is this website over here, and .11, which is this other server right here. Okay, great. So we have access from ISP1. We have access to this network over here. Let's see if we're able to ping it, to ping from this router. Do ping 8.8.8.8, and as you can see, we are not able to ping that this interface right here. And why is that? Let's do show IP route, and we do not have any routes going to 8.8.8. So what we could do is add an static route, and I wanted to send it to 10.1.1.2. Let's see if that works now. There we go. And now we are able to ping 8.8.8.8. Should be able to ping the 9.10.11. And there we go. And we should also be able to ping that 1. Okay, great. So we have connectivity now to this network. Now from ISP3, let's configure this interface over here. So interface 031 IP address 10.1.1.9/30. Let's go ahead and exit. Let's create username ISP2, which is this one right here. ISP2, password Cisco. Okay, and then we can go back to that interface, do encapsulation P2P, and then P2P authentication using CHAP. And let's also create the clock rate 64,000. We can just do a no shutdown for now. And now let's go ahead to this router over here. Which is ISP2, and from here enable config G hostname ISP2. Let's see if I configure this right. The username, yeah, ISP2. Okay, great. Now let's configure interface serial link 031 with an IP address of 10.1.1.10 255.255.252. Let's do a do ping 10.1.1.9, and we won't be able to ping first because this interface is down, and because we're not using, and because point to point is not configured. So what we could do, exit, username ISP3, password Cisco. Go back to that interface. Let's do a encapsulation point to point authentication using CHAP. Now shut down. Let's see if we are able to do. You can see that the interface came up. Now let's do a do ping 10.1.1.9, and we are able to ping this interface right here, this one over here. So it is working correctly, point to point is working, and CHAP authentication is working as well too. That's why we're able to ping. And now from here, let's do an exit, and let's do router BGP 1313 for this one, right? And now let's do neighbor 10.1.1.9 remote autonomous system for ISP3 is going to be 12. Let's add some networks, and it's going to be 10.1.1.8 mask 255.255.255.252, and another network is going to be this one over here, and that network is going to be 10.1.1.12 mask 255.255.255.252. Okay. And now we did not BGP did not come up, so that means that I forgot to do BGP over here for this autonomous system. So what we could do, we have to configure an ISP3 exit router BGP 1212 remote autonomous system or neighbor. It's going to be 10.1.1.10 remote autonomous system 1313, and you can see that it came up. And now if we let's do ping, not even a do ping, this should be good. Let's just go ahead from this router. Let's go to interface gigabit 01. Let's configure that IP address 10.1.1.13 205.205.252. Now shut down. Okay, now let's go ahead to this router, enable admin pass config t interface gigabit 01 IP address 192.168 or not 192.10.1.1.14 255.255.255.252. Now shut down. Let's see if we're able to ping 10.1.1.13, and we are able to ping this router right here on this interface. Let's see if I'm able to ping 10.1.1.10, which is this interface on the same router. And it looks like we're not able to ping this interface because we don't know what this interface is. So what we could do, configure an IP route and tell it to send it to 10.1.1.13. Let's do a ping again. There we go. We're able to ping this interface. Are we able to ping that 9? We are. Are we able to ping 10.1.1.6? We are. Are we able to ping 10.1.1.5? We are. Are we able to ping 10.1.1.2? We are. Are we able to ping 10.1.1.1? And we are. So we are able to ping all across this network. Now let's see if we're able to ping 8.8.8.1, which is this one over here. Are we able to ping our DNS server? We are. The TACAT server? We are. The website? We are. And the management server? We are. Okay, so this is all working right here. So what we have next to do is, let's go ahead and configure this tunnel right here, right? And also let me see if we are able to ping, if we are able to ping this VLANs over here. So if we do ping 192.168.2.110.1 unreachable, because we do not have we do not know how to get to this. We do not know how to get to here. So with the tunnel, we're going to tell it how to get over here using this tunnel right here. Okay. So this it's going to be a VPN tunnel. So what we have to do is come over here to this router 2, which is the first one, and what we need to do, I believe, is IP tunnel. Is it IP tunnel? No. Let's see if I remember. CDP clock. Okay, so interface tunnel 0. The first thing that we want to do is an IP address of 10.1.1 or 10.10.10.2. Let's set that right here to 2, and let's also save it just in case it crashes. So my IP address for this tunnel is 10.10.10.2, 255.255.255.252. Forgot the IP address. Okay, and then we have to say tunnel. The source of this tunnel is going to be this interface, which is gigabit 01, and then tunnel destination. The destination of this tunnel is going to be 10.1.1.1. Okay, and then tunnel mode GRE IP. Okay, so that is great. This tunnel came up. Now let's go ahead and configure this tunnel on this side. On R1, enable admin password or admin pass config T IT tunnel 0 IP address 10.1.1.1 or 10.10.10.10.1 255.255.255.252. Tunnel source gigabit 01 right here. Tunnel destination 10.1.1.14. Now let's configure the mode of the tunnel, and I want to use GRE IP. Exit. Let's see if we are able to do ping 192.168.110.1, and now we are able to ping 192.168.10.1. So we're able to ping, but let's see if the tunnel is working. Let's see if the tunnel is actually going this way, right? So what we need to do is to do trace route to 192.168.110.1, and as you can see, it's using the tunnel. It's going straight to this router over here, and it's not going through 10.1.1.13, 10.1.1.9, 10.1.1.5, and then 10.1.1.1. It's going straight to 192.168, 192.168.110.1. Okay, let's see if we're able to ping a computer inside this router over here. And as you can see right here, we are not able to ping 192.168.110.2, right? So we're not able to get to, which is, so this one over here, now that 4, so this is that 2. Yep, so we're not able to ping or to get to this computer over here. And why is that? Let's see if we are able from here. Let's see if we are able to ping router 2. So ping 10.1.1.14. And as you can see right here, we are not able to get on that tunnel right here. We're not able to get to that tunnel. So the GRE VPN it's not working. So let's see what we need to do. We already created static IP address. So let's take a look at, let's do a tray search 10.1.1.14. So it is going to 192.168.10.1, and then after that it is not working. So it is, see, it's timing out. So what we need to do is create a static IP address so we can hop on this tunnel. Okay, so what we could do is from this router, let's see if I'm right, IP route, if you want to get to 192.168.99.1, or not 99, we don't want to route the PC, the IT guy. We're not going to do that right now. What I want to do is to get to 220, right? If you want to get to this IP address or to this network, I want you to go to this tunnel, which is 10.10.10.2. Let's see if we're able to ping 220 from this computer. 192.168.220.2. And it is still timing out. Okay, so what I want to do, since this video is already too long, what I'm going to do is on the next video we are going to fix this GRE tunnel. We did not finish this tunnel, but on the next video we are going to configure this GRE VPN tunnel so we can communicate via this tunnel or through this tunnel. Okay, so I'll see you on the next video, guys. And if you guys are liking my videos, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, follow me on Twitter at CCNA Daily Tips. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.